What's up, guys? So I'm just going to give this like a minute or two and see people pop in. I'm doing this for the first time in a while. So I'm on Facebook on my phone and YouTube on my laptop. So I'm going to be looking back and forth like this. Hope that's not too jarring. Maybe I can make it a little bit closer. Hmm. Hold on. Okay. You know what I'll do? Hold on, I'm just trying to get my YouTube to just make sure it's running smoothly. There we go. I'm just trying to get my YouTube up here too. Make sure it's running smoothly. There we go. Okay, I'm seeing the chats too. All right, cool. Okay, I'm seeing the chats too. All right, cool. Okay, I'm seeing the chats. All right, cool. So I don't know if anyone's in here yet. Oh, Daniel just came in. What's up, man? But so let me just get started. This is basically going to be about Hyde Cove. I've talked about this for months now at this point. This book has been slowly but surely making its way to release, and I finally have some tentative dates that I can officially announce. Um, hey, Daniel. So basically, the ebook is already live. I put it up, I want to say Tuesday night. It's so I've been playing around with a new self-publishing company, and I wanted to, you know, do something a little different. I had tested their printing out months ago for Death Cleanse, and I thought it was best to give Hyde Cove the run on this website. So the website is called Book Baby, and I'm going to post the link if I didn't already. No, I didn't. So I will post it on both my YouTube and my Facebook. So basically, if you're if you've been paying attention, I've been working on this novella since I want to say November of 21. I had finally finished it last year, and I started editing it, and I had it edited in August, and it's been basically making its way through the whole editing process. It was basically done in November. I made some last minute tweaks to to the manuscript, but it's been completely finished for the last maybe month or so. And I decided to try out Book Baby because I like their printing a little bit more than Amazon, and I wanted to get a lot more distribution this time around. They offer a lot more distribution than Amazon does, so I want to give it a trial run. But considering the delays, I had brought up to some people that I had troubles with a cover artist months ago. I got a new cover art done. If you hadn't seen it, I posted it early February, but I had got a test print done from Book Baby with this nice gloss, and it ended up looking really good. And one of the things I like about Book Baby, and this is not just going to be promoting Book Baby, I'm just kind of talking about it because I've been enjoying a lot that they offer. But the main thing I wanted to bring up was you don't have that like resale ban that Amazon gives you when you self publish. So I was in favor because of that. You know, you get to see what the product's going to be in their hands. I don't have the barcode, the ISBN number on this because it's just a test print. But basically, hey Candace, hello, other Daniel. I might be seeing you tomorrow, but I won't stray too far talking about that. Hey Sarah. Um, so back to what I was saying. I so since it's been a while, I just want to give you an update. I submitted the distribution for Hyde Cove. I'm waiting on the books to be printed. I'm hoping I get my first batch the beginning of March. I think by March 7th, I should have them in hand. I plan on printing more for AuthorCon. A few of you already know what AuthorCon is for the authors and heavy book readers who are watching right now. But for anyone else who may not know what AuthorCon is basically like the Met Gala for indie authors, and it takes place in Virginia. It's this year. It's going to be over 100 authors of all different genres, and we're going to be in the Williamsburg, Virginia area for a very fun long weekend. And we're all going to read and spend so much money on books. But regardless, I'm going to be having books there. I'm going to be having printed books here within the next few weeks. But I did want to kind of give a little promotion for the next week or so. And I had posted the link in both chats, whether you're looking at this on YouTube or whether you're looking on this on Facebook. There is a Book Baby store, and you'll be able to get my ebook right now. And I'm offering, excuse me, I'm offering a coupon code, so it's basically a third of the price. Right now, it's $2.99, and when you type in this promo code, or when you type in this promo code, boom. When you type in that promo code, you'll be able to get the $2.99 book for just $1. And that's just my way of, anyone who's been supportive, anyone who's been watching, anyone who's been patiently waiting, you get that little discount for the next week or so, and you'll be able to start the book. I'm dying to have this out already. I'm dying to have it in the world, and I'm really excited to see what you guys think of it. It's loosely based on the town I grew up in, Marlboro, New York, and a lot of the names in the book are inspired by real people. I have no history or background in the police force. I'm just saying that a lot of the names inspired real people, real friends, real family members, people I grew up with, because the story was very close to home, and I've always been a fan of kind of bringing a small town setting into my writing. It's what I grew up in, and it's exactly what I know best. I mean, I've done my time in Brooklyn and Queens and whatnot, but I'm a small town boy at heart, and it's exactly what I like writing about. I think it makes things a little bit more claustrophobic. I think it makes things a little more intimate, and I think that it's really going to resonate with this one. This is a book I'm immensely proud of. It's probably the most difficult writing process I've ever had, between the the duration it took for me to write and the back and forth with cover art with a previous artist I had, and then just making sure it was good to go. And even learning this new website was a learning process in itself. So it's finally here, and if you're looking to get a physical copy, which I will have very soon, I will be putting some on my website where I will offer signed copies, and I'll throw in some extras. I haven't really hammered the details for the extras yet, but I will be getting those out as soon as they're in my possession. And then if you are going to be at AuthorCon, I will have a plethora of books with me. So you're going to have a lot to choose from. So yeah, I mean, that's the bulk of my announcement. Feel free to drop a question if you want me to bring up anything. I am going to do a little giveaway. So I have one. Maybe I'll give away two or three. But for right now, if you're watching and if you know the answer, I'm going to give not a literary horror question, but I'm going to do some movie trivia. And it's actually regarding my shirt. If you can tell me what this shirt references, or the first person who tells me what the shirt references, I will send you a free signed copy for my horror movie fans out there. If no one gets it, then I'll do something else. So, but just more on Hyde Cove. It's been it's been fun to do this book in particular. I didn't I didn't have a bad time writing it. It was just the most strenuous from start to finish, the most demanding, I would say. But this was fun. I mean, I enjoy writing all of my books, and I know this is only number three, but I'm I want to say I'm more than halfway done with number four already. So, excuse me, I'm more than halfway done with number four already. So it's it's a process that I really enjoy doing, and I'm still fairly new to this. This is my third, no, well, yeah, my second year as a published author. Well, self-published, but I'm not taking any credit away from self-published versus traditional publishing. Mike, you got it. You are correct. This is from VHS 99. I will be sending you a signed copy of Hyde Cove. So whenever you get a chance, if you can send me your address via just PM me or DM me, or if you want to put it in the chat and reveal private information, I'm not going to stop you, but I will have your address if you send me your address, and I won't sell it or give it to anyone, but I will have it. Only for your book though, and maybe potential future books. I think we met at what do we meet? CT Horror Fest? I think that was CT Horror Fest. That was a great show. Daniel, I will give you one anyway because you are just a wonderful person and a New York native. Um, yeah, CT Horror Fest. That was a fun show. I'm almost positive we met at that show. He does rule. He really does. I remember his massive gauges. That was that was something I always wanted to do, but I never had the balls to do it. And I don't think I ever well, obviously I think I'm a little too late to do it anyway. That might be a little that might be a little strange to start at almost 33. But I could be wrong. I mean, maybe it's just not the look for me. I mean, I don't know. My mother would also rip them out before I got half that size. But that's okay. Hey Donna, how are you? Um, what else was I going to say? See, I knew it. I knew it was CT Horror Fest. That was such a good show. I hope you're going to go back this year. This year's going to be so much bigger, and I hope Daniel's going to be there. I think no tables are sold out. So Daniel, I hope you got a table, and if you didn't, well, I really hope you did. So I'm just going to hope that you bought a table for CT Horror Fest, and if you didn't, it's unfortunate, but we also have what two or three more shows together before the end of the year. We have that one in Jersey in October, and then we obviously have AuthorCon. Uh, Donna, I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. I'm very excited to see you at AuthorCon as well. Um, Daniel, I appreciate that. That would be fun to get lunch. That one spot was great. Maybe less ice cream next time. Diabetes isn't really gonna run with this time. Okay, so yeah, so thanks everyone for coming in and watching. If you're just coming in and you don't know what's going on, or you haven't I haven't talked to Matt in a while. Matt Schnitzler, how are you doing? Ian, how are you doing? If you haven't talked to me in a while, or spoken to me in a while, I should say, I will yes, no beer. I actually trimmed it today, Ian. I'm sorry. But it had to go. It gets a little overwhelming sometimes. It has a mind of its own. Daniel, that's okay. I will be missing you there, but it will also give you an opportunity to be excited for it next year. But again, we still have a few more shows together, and I can just drive up to you and hug you, or give you a high five, or buy you ice cream anytime. Anyway, if this is your first time or you're just coming in, this was basically about I'm putting out a book called Hyde Cove. This is a test print that I had gotten through BookBaby, a new printing company that I'm testing out just particularly for this book. But due to the fact that this book has been so long delayed, I am offering the ebook at a discounted rate from now until March 3rd. The coupon code is in the chat. You have to scroll a little bit, but if you don't feel like scrolling, well, I mean, you're going to have to anyway, but the link is there. And if you want a discounted rate, it's Hyde Cove, just one word, all lowercase, excuse me, HYDECOVE. Hyde Cove will be out in time for AuthorCon. I should be getting 20 or so copies from now until then, but I plan on ordering more just to make sure I'm covered because I know AuthorCon is going to be drastically overwhelming this year. Uh, Lewis, how are you? Yeah, we haven't seen each other in quite a bit since we were at Dan's house. Or and then yeah, we were at Dan's house, and then we did go to that event in Manhattan, but it's been years since that. But it's good to hear from you. And anytime you want a book, reach out. I have signed copies. I have the ebook, which is what I'm talking about right now. So let me know, man. Um, Don, I'm excited for you to read it. And I also want to kind of give credit to a lot of people here. James, my editor, I have a handful of beta readers. Donna was one of them. Candace Nola was one of them. To all six of you guys, I greatly appreciate. Greatly appreciate all your notes, all your help. I'm I'm indebted to you, and you really made this whole process a lot easier. I learned a lot more things writing this one that I had with previous books. Um, Death Cleanse was my first release at my first vending convention. Well, at the first convention I vended at, I should say. So I was able to. I had known some authors here and there, but I think AuthorCon last year was the first time I actually met a lot of people face to face. And the one thing that I always say is that when I started kind of being aware of the indie author community in 2019. So like I would read people and then I would learn about other names from there, and like I would hear names and like, oh, this author is putting out this book, but I didn't know what they looked like, and a lot of these people are kind of discreet online anyway. So when I went to AuthorCon, I was able to meet a lot of people and put faces to names, and like Daniel was one of them. Um, I think Wesley, I kind of knew previous to this, but and then there were people I saw at AuthorCon, and I didn't put two and two together, and then I ended up seeing them post about it like a few days later. I'm like, oh crap! Like I knew your name, I kind of knew your face, but I didn't put that two and two together when I was in the same room with you for a weekend. So that was kind of dumb. However, like this year, I know probably I want to say confidently like 20 or 30 like faces, so I can walk up to them and be like, "Hey, give me your books because I want to buy them." Um, Candace, I have a copy for you as soon as I get it. Oh, and Candace, I didn't open it yet, but I got a very special book mail today. So thank you. I like got home, ate dinner, showered, and then it was like 7 something. I have a crazy long commute. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited for this to come out. It's been a lot of fun to kind of learn new processes throughout this one. I was kind of on my own and did outside of like editing, I kind of learned by doing with Death Cleanse and Madman. And with Death Cleanse particularly, I was kind of just picking up little tips that other people were doing online, and I kind of got some reception from that. But I think with this one, I'm trying to be a little bit bigger, trying to broaden my audience, and I'm doing my best to get it out there. Do even this. It's so fun to do. I think in high school I would have crapped my pants before I got on in front of a camera, but since I vlog, it's easier to do that now. And if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am streaming live on YouTube, but I think most of my audience is on Facebook right now, which is okay. Mike, you actually rule, but thank you. I am flattered coming from you. And I deeply envy your gauges if you didn't hear that part earlier. Had my mom not want to rip them out, I would have done that. I wanted to do it when I was younger, but both of my parents would have killed me. My father is now deceased, but my mother would rip them out now with the power of both of them. Have you always wanted to write? I First of all, great question. I actually started writing when I was younger. There wasn't any like consistency to what I wanted to do. I want to say until maybe early high school. Early high school, a friend of mine and I were very big fans of South Park, and we had ambitions of wanting to do something like that. Like we even had like kind of like episodic skits planned out for a show we wanted to conceptualize. It never really got past like a notebook, but I knew I wanted to write, so I went to film school, and then I did I did film school, graduated, and then I tried to. Well, I wrote a feature film, and I was trying to get it produced for a number of years. Well, I was writing it and kind of doing readings with filmmaker friends and whatnot. And then the year I decided to kind of go forward with production was 2020. And I don't really have to explain past that. But by the time I want to say 2017 is when I started writing short stories just for the hell of it. 2019, I went to the Summer Scares That Care, and I met Tim Meyer and John Quick, and I realized that there was a indie author community, and then that just kind of took over. And I knew that the once 2020 happened, I knew that the film production would be on the back burner, and it's still kind of like the script's done. I want to do something with it eventually, but I, you know, me writing and publishing is what I'm passionate about now, and I think that that's my true calling to write and to be putting out stories that the screen won't necessarily be able to handle. I think, it's not not being able to handle, but it's like I always use the example of like I could write, you know, fighting a T Rex in my backyard up against my neighbor's battle tank and make that a novel or a novella, and no one's gonna bat an eye about, you know, having that produced. Whereas like a script, I kind of have to write for my budget, and I have to do the whole hustle and bustle of earning money. Whereas the the true passion of writing the story is, what I'm more invested in. So for the time being, wherever the script eventually ends up, whether I sell it or whether I, option it or I make it myself, writing these novellas and these novels and these short stories is what I'm doing right now. Um, Ian, how do I reach these kids? That has been the question since college. I really don't know. I believe you have a child, so first of all, belated congrats on that. And I think you will be able to answer that sooner than later because you have one and you can relate. I do not have children yet, so I am not the guy to answer that question. I don't even remember what movie that's referencing, but I mean, it's a great South Park episode. If anyone's been watching South Park, also great return for 2020 season 26. Anyway, that's besides the point. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, it was, I film school was a really fun experience, but just the screenwriting format is so different. but I mean, you can really write any screenplay, but it's just at the level that I'm at or the level that an indie filmmaker is at, you're not going to be able to write whatever you want to write. So you kind of write what you can realistically budget for. So I think that having that ability is great, and I can do some of it eventually. To have my books one day be turned into a movie would be incredible. I do have um, I have a good friend named Lee who him and I talked about eventually doing some trailers for my book, so you can kind of watch something at my table at conventions and stuff like that. It's also a way for us to kind of like get that filmmaking, creative fire burning again and do something with it. I've actually never created anything with him, but he is a remarkable filmmaker, and I would be really pleased with him doing a lot of the trailers. And who knows, even maybe I can do a short film based on like at least a scene. I think Death Cleanse has a lot of potential for really fun scenes, but I think that would be also a very expensive movie to make because I have like thousands of zombies in that book. And it takes place on Long Island from Brooklyn to Montauk, so it's like literally the whole island. So filming locations would be astronomically high. Um, Damon, there's not a character named Taylor Ham, but I am going to eat so much pork roll with you, and we're gonna take a nap together at the horror sideshow market this weekend. That we're just gonna wake up and we're gonna just be so pork hungover that it's just gonna be worth not selling any more books than maybe 3 to 4. I guess it really depends if we pace ourselves, but pork rolls are meant to just be eaten all at once as fast as you can without throwing up. It's like the what is it? Is it Sprite and bananas or is it milk and bananas? I always forget. But you just eat it as fast as you can without throwing up, and then that's the victory trophy. Like it's like certain restaurants when they have the giganto burger. If you eat it in a half hour, you get a T-shirt. I think if you eat a pork roll as fast as you can in under 5 minutes, I think anyone at any given time should just go and buy you a T-shirt. I think that should just be a rule, especially for people in New Jersey. Like I think a citizen of New Jersey is obligated to buy you a T-shirt if you eat a pork roll in under 5 minutes without immediately falling asleep. That's just what I think. I think that should just be new policy in Jersey. I'll bring it to the Supreme Court. Um, Way off topic, but if anyone is in the New Jersey area, myself and Damon will be at the Horror Sideshow Market at the Edison Convention Center from, I believe, 10 to 4. And we will be selling books and hanging out and cracking jokes and talking about the shocker. Yes, the shocker. There was a lot of dialogue about it at the last event we had together, and we're going to be talking about it more. Mama Grand Ascot. Candace, thank you so much. We'll be talking very, very soon. You have a good night. I'm sorry, Sarah. Well, Illinois, I hope to one day get there. I don't really know what kind of conventions they have out there. I mean, I'm sure I think Chicago has Days of the Dead. I want to do that show eventually. That would be great. Hopefully, I'll get out there one day. I hope you can get to AuthorCon one year because you would be thrilled with how many authors you have to buy books from, but you would be devastated that you have to take out a second mortgage. Maybe Liquid Death wasn't the best. Sparkling water is not the best when you're talking a lot. I'm trying trying not to burp. I'm trying not to use profanity. My mother will be watching this. Um, Everyone say hi to my mother for me, please. She is so proud of me, I hope. And she's easily my biggest fan and my biggest support, which I'm eternally grateful for. But give her some love. Say hi to my mother, Susan, when you can. See, Damon's already there. My mom would definitely let you come over for dinner, Damon. You too, Sarah. It would be a long commute from Illinois, but you're welcome to come over for dinner. Mike, have a good night. 2:30 was brutal early. I'm so sorry to get up so early, but I'll have a book for you soon. Make sure to message me again and we'll talk. I owe you a book. Uh, yes, please try and get there next year. That'd be so fun. I can't imagine. I don't know what their space was like with adding more people this year. I guess I'll find out in a little over a month, but there's at least 100 authors going to be there. So start saving now. If you have children, let them know you can't buy them gifts for Christmas because their mother has to read. I'm gonna go back to talking about Hyde Cove a little bit more, which is basically what this is all about. If anyone's just tuning in again, if you click, I'm just gonna post a link again. How about that? Um, let's see. I'll post it right there. There you go. That should have popped up, I hope. Okay, I'm not seeing it in the mobile chat because I'm also on. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So if you're just watching this for the first time, I put out, well, I finished a book and it's on its way out to you all. I wrote a book called Hyde Cove, and it is based on my childhood home, my childhood hometown, and it will be out very soon. I'm using a different website to put this out. I normally use Amazon. You know, plenty of authors here use Amazon. However, I was a fan of their test print a little bit more than Amazon. It doesn't come with the band, the resale band or do not resell band. It comes out as the book would come out. But this is a test print, and I should have the final copy coming in a few weeks. I'm hoping by early March it should be officially out. Damon, thank you. I will see you on Saturday. We're going to have so much fun, and I appreciate the kind words. We'll talk a lot more on Saturday. So the book is going to be officially out. The paperback is going to be officially out in April. However, I will have physical copies next week, and I will be able to put some on my website for you to buy signed copies. And I will have some available for AuthorCon if you guys are going to be able to make it. Excuse me. If you can't, and if you're dying to read the book before you get a physical copy, there's a link in the chat for a Book Baby store. It brings you right to my page for the book, and you can buy the ebook right now. For the time being, up until next Friday, March 3rd, I will be offering a little promotion, and you're going to be able to get the book at just $1, marked down from $2.99. Sorry, sparkling water was not a good idea. So just head over to that link, type in the promotion code Hyde Cove, one word, all lowercase. Again, I will type it in the chat. So you go over and pick up the book, the ebook, and type in Hyde Cove. When asked for a promotion code, you're going to get it for $1 instead of the $2.99 it's going to be. So for the next 8 days, you're going to be able to read that book, and before anyone else, you're going to be able to get the discount, and that's only until March 3rd. For the physical copy, I love physical copies, so there is nothing wrong with ebooks. I will keep you posted on Sarah. I will keep you posted on the physical books. I should be getting them by March 7th. When I get them, I will be in touch about getting you a physical copy. Obviously, they're first come, first serve. There's a ton of people I owe books to, uh, specifically my editor, my loving mother, my beta readers, some of which are in the chat. Again, thank you if you're watching this and you beta read. If you are watching this and you beta read Hyde Cove, thank you, and there is a physical book coming your way. But with the delay of the physical book and with the pre-sale status that it's going to be in using Book Baby, I'm going to be offering this discount for the ebook, and I'm going to be putting up some of the physical copies on my personal website, which is josephpezavento.com, all one word. And I will be having them at AuthorCon. If you are someone who's going to be going to AuthorCon in Williamsburg, Virginia, from March 31st to April 2nd. So that's the gist of this video. And that's pretty much it. If anyone has any questions, if anyone has any comments, let me know. Thank you for all the love already. I greatly appreciate it. A lot of these people are very supportive, and I am endlessly grateful that you guys are taking the time to watch this. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I'm really excited for you guys to read Hyde Cove and really let me know what you think about it. It was a long, tedious journey. It was the hardest thing I've written from start to finish, with all the problems that I had in the journey of writing it. But I'm also very happy that it's nearly out and ready for you guys to consume. So just a few updates. I'm going to be putting out another book very soon. The ambition is to get it done by AuthorCon, but that's looking very slim chance to nearly impossible. Just my daily schedule, my work schedule, my commute is brutal. I travel an hour to and from work, so it's going to be hard. But I will have plenty of AuthorCon copy. I will have plenty of Hyde Cove copies at AuthorCon. It's late. It's very late. Well, it's late for someone who's been up since 4:30. Yeah, I've been up since like 4:30. Head over to my YouTube page. Please subscribe. I'll be putting up a video by the end of the month. And it may even feature Damon Manx if he's down to star in my next episode. I will be at the Horror Sideshow Market this weekend in New Jersey, If anyone's local and wants to stop by, I think it's only like not even 20 bucks. And there's a bunch of people from Nightmare on Elm Street 3. There's someone from Jason Takes Manhattan. And I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but the young girl from The Crow, the blonde one, and her mom was like wasn't looking out for her. If you've seen The Crow, you know who I'm talking about. Well, she is a grown woman now because that movie is like almost 30 years old. Thank you, Sarah. I will talk to you very soon, and I will get you a physical copy very soon. So if you're in Jersey and you want to meet celebrities and you want to buy awesome horror stuff and you want to support great horror authors and you want to just do something fun on your boring Saturday when you should be, mowing the lawn or shoveling snow or getting groceries or painting the deck or doing anything that you don't want to do, what you want to do is come down to Edison, New Jersey, to the Edison Convention Center, and you want to buy a ticket to the Horror Sideshow Market. You want to walk in and you want to absorb all the horror, all the cosplayers, all the vendors, and just have a great time from 10 to 4. 10 to 4, just like push aside all your responsibilities and do that stuff Sunday. And Saturday, you can just do the fun stuff. Hang out with me, hang out with Damon Manx, hang out with a bunch of different vendors. It'll be great. Do you get a lot of snow in Illinois? I won't say snow if you don't want it. I personally love snow. It's a disgrace that I live in Hudson Valley, New York, and we haven't gotten anything. We've gotten maybe like collectively 3 inches since the first day of winter. Our first year in this house, we were basically snowed in for a week. So this is just heartbreaking to have to go to this. I don't know. Yeah, ice and rain mixture really isn't that bad. I mean, I don't know what the roads are like. We usually have decent roads here. I mean, we always have people plowing, and I mean, most like the busy like parkways and highways I'm near, so like I don't really have to worry about roads being too bad. But by you, I don't know how they are by you. I hope they're clean and safe, and you can drive without a care in the world. I'm going to start wrapping this up if unless anyone has any last minute thoughts or ideas or questions or concerns. But I'm going to run it back one more time. This little book, Hyde Cove, the third of my books, will be out very soon. The paperback, this is just a test print. It doesn't have a barcode or ISBN number. This is just a test print, which I had made through BookBaby, which is something different I'm trying than normal Amazon. This one didn't have like a what do you call it? like a do not resell band that Amazon usually does. This prints as it's going to be released. I was actually, which I didn't mention earlier, which I'm going to mention now. I was honored to have Candace write a very lovely blurb for my cover. And thank you, Candace, for doing that for me. So Hyde Cove, it's out. The distribution is in the process of getting done. And since the paperback's going to take a little bit longer, I'm offering my ebook for sale. Normal price $2.99 down to $1. So if you look in the chat, the website's there, and you're going to be able to click that. And then when you get to the coupon code, type in Hyde Cove, all lowercase, all one word, HYDECOVE, and you're going to get a heavily discounted ebook for you to enjoy for the weekend or next week, however long it takes you guys to read. And that promotion is going to go on until March 3rd, which is next Friday. And then hopefully by then I'll have more updates on my physical books, the small batch I am getting, So through BookBaby, I'm doing a print on demand type deal. So if you order a book, it'll just print and get mailed out to you. I think they print out of New Jersey, like they're out of like the Cherry Hill area. Is it Cherry Hill? No, it's either it's like the Cherry Hill, Philadelphia area. I don't know exactly what town it's, but it's going to be coming. Sorry, lost my train of thought. So if you order print on demand, it's going to print out in New Jersey and it's going to go right to you. So until that happens, I think the print on demand is going to be available early April because there's like a pre-sale period, kind of just build a momentum. So if you're seeing this also, just share my page if you can, please. The Book Baby store page, if you can just all of you post it on your walls and say, hey, go check out this new awesome ebook from Joseph Pesavento or Joe Pesavento, whatever you want to call me. Joseph or Joe are fine for both. Um, so go pick up the ebook. The paperback will be done very soon. When I do get physical books, I'll put a batch on my website, and then I'll be saving a batch and ordering more for AuthorCon, which will take place in a month. But for now, the ebook is ready, and I hope you all go check it out. It should be available on Kindle. Well, it should be available on all platforms. It's formatted for the standard ebook. It should be good for all. I'm just kind of blabbering at this point. It should work on all your devices, I'm certain. So click the link. It's in the chat. It's the store.bookbaby, and you can pick up the ebook at a discounted rate up until March 3rd, and then the paperbacks are coming very soon. Ian, I think you meant to say, when are you and Nadia coming back this way to the island? That's hard to say, but we'll have to make some time, and you and I, well, the three of us will have to get together. Wow, it's been a while since we've seen each other. I think, yeah, it's been a long time. We have to catch up. We have to do something. Yeah, I haven't been back to Five Towns in a while. I don't even know who's still there. So I'm going to start wrapping this up. I just want to say thank you for watching, and thank you for listening about my little book, and thank you for giving me your time, making any conversation with me here. It's been great. The ebook is live. It's on BookBaby, and that's going to be my main point of sale this round. Well, I mean, not this round. It's going to be my main point of sale for this book in particular. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the same thing for books going forward, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The ebook is live. Type in the coupon code Hyde Cove, all lowercase, and you'll be able to get it for about a third of the price. The paperbacks are coming, and when they get here, there'll be some on my website. There'll be some ready at AuthorCon, but the official release for the paperbacks will be early April. Thank you, Ian. Jeremy, thank you so much. Louis, thank you. It really means the world to me that you guys are watching and checking this out. So I'm going to sign off for the night. Last time, Hyde Cove, available now in ebook. Click the link in the chat. I will be posting on my Facebook wall afterwards, and I'll give you the discount code, which is Hyde Cove. The paperbacks are going to be coming in April, but I will have some physical copies in 2 weeks or so, which I'll have on my website. So it'll be kind of like a first come, first serve, and I'll try and get some extra goodies with them, but I will have some extra goodies for AuthorCon. So stay tuned. And yeah, we'll chat very soon, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming and talking with me. You guys have a good night. Bye, guys. All right. I don't know if anyone came on my YouTube, but if you came on my YouTube, thank you. And I appreciate it. Have a good night.